Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and thanks for tuning in to my channel. I know a lot of you here are subscribed, and I do appreciate it. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm a pretty boring guy. However, I will go over some pretty rare and cool items in Pokemon. These are all light packs that are still available. This is the original base set, the original jungle, the original fossil. This is the first, second, third set. Light packs means there should be no hollows in there. The heavy packs have all been sold from these booster packs. However, if you'd like to keep some for your own personal collection in still condition, some of the original stuff, this is usually as cheap as you can get it, and these are all box fresh. But I do have plenty of these still left on the website if you're looking to pick up some of those. Other than like the base set, I've had several people request Charizard artworks, and so this left me low. I'm actually down to my last art set on the Charizard itself. Now I'm going to show you guys some stuff that I got in on consignment. We got in some more of these. These have been pretty steady. I think these start this Sunday. So we got a CP6 10 pack, PSA 10. We have a PSA 10 Japanese fossil booster pack. Also a 9, and then also, well, this is a Neo Discovery 9, and then we also have a fossil 9. The last round of packs for these did really well, in my opinion, in auction. Also, at the very end of this video, I'm still going to be showing stuff that I get on consignment and that I bought, but I'm also going to be opening up some other stuff. It'll be some newer product. I haven't done that in a while, and I just want to give you a little bit of a heads up for those of you who are just kind of looking for that. Of course, you can just zoom through this and go towards the end. Next up, we have a consignment that actually is a complete set of 12. I put them in these little lots of 3. It's the movie edition, and like this right here is E7, you got E8, and then E9. So you have the Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise. Like I said, this is all from the movie edition. It's kind of crazy how they have all these labeled differently. You've got this one right here. It's the Topps Pokemon Blastoise number 9, which means they probably stuck it in Topps Series 1. And then you have right here the Squirtle, just the regular movie edition. And so this one is in the correct thing, and so is this one right here, but then they had to abbreviate edition as well. So I always find it kind of unique in how each, or I kind of find it funny how each label can be unique and they all be from the same set, or sometimes just the same card labeled all differently. But you can see right there on the back of it, you got E9, E8, E7, and these right here. Put these back in here. I might have to. I'll just work on that afterwards. But the movie set featured the starters. So you see right here we've got Charmander, Charmeleon, and both of these look like they were just stuck in the regular Topps as well instead of the movie edition. That, or maybe they just, well, I wouldn't think so. I mean, you can see right here, obviously by the start, all these were submitted at the same time, so you would think, like this one right here, you've got Bulbasaur, obviously a non-holo movie edition. It has the movie edition on there, but Charmander, Charmeleon don't. It's always funny for me to see that kind of stuff. But then you have the foil Charizard. These can be pretty tough to get in tins because the square corners, we're not used to that so much in Pokemon. People on the sports side realize it much more so than we do. Alright, so the Bulbasaur does have the correct labeling, and then you've got the Ivysaur and the Venusaur, just missing again the movie edition, so it was probably just stuck into the regular Topps series. Although, I mean, it does have the E's up top, so maybe not. Maybe, I'm not really sure how. Maybe they just labeled it incorrectly. Next up, we have the last of the trios that you get put into the movie edition. Again, there are 12 cards. The first 3 are the starters, and this is actually the last evolution line that you could have in Generation 1. Mewtwo and Mew are both technically basic Pokemon, but this is the 147, 148, 149. Mewtwo's number 150, Mew's 151. So they start with the beginning 3, the classics, and then they actually end with the final evolution trio that you can have in Generation 1. But all of that is being auctioned as a single lot. Now, if they were 10s, maybe we'd recommend doing them individually, but since they are, I think they range from 6 to 9, I recommended doing them all in a single lot. Next up, we have a Lugia. This one is excellent mint condition, first edition, and I think when I was looking this one over, I thought it was a pretty strong 6. I believe it's because of like scratches in the hollow, but it displays very well, and in the scan you can't even really see much damage. But like on the back side, I mean, those edges, the corners look great. I don't see any dents in there. So I really think, it's very possible I'm missing something maybe right there in the corner. Here, I'll see if you guys can see it too. It almost looks like an impression, but I couldn't really see anything through the case. I'm not saying that it's not possible that there is something here that would break the surface, kind of grade to it, but I think it's mostly from the light scratches in the hollow. And this is labeled CS12 if you're looking through my eBay stuff. And they also sent in a Shining Charizard, same guy, CS12. This one's first edition, near mint 8. He is selling both of these to put money towards a Shining Charizard first edition mint 9. This is a good way to do it. You know, I think he actually graded these himself. You can see that they're sequential. This one didn't hit the 9, which I agree, it should not hit the 9. The top, you can see this got whitening right there. And usually if it's outside of the corners and it's noticeable, and that's noticeable in, you know, a couple spots right there at the top, it should not get the 9. So I definitely agree that this one would not have gotten a 9, or should not be a 9. But he's going to sell these two to put towards a 9. And, you know, it's a good way to do it because you can offset a lot of your costs this way. Alright, next up we have, these will all be for CS9. We're going to start with the Clefairy, Gem Mint 10. Wait, we got to go back. Clefairy, there it is. Then we have a Dark Feraligatr, first edition Gem Mint 10. For those of you who watched my first edition box break, you probably got the Clefairy thing. Next up we have Dark Gengar, Gem Mint 10. A lot of good WotC hollows here. Dark Golbat, Gem Mint 10. That one will not break the bank. Got a Dark Tyranitar. This is a Mint 9 Unlimited. Dark Tyranitar, very popular, but being a Mint 9 and Unlimited, who knows, I wonder what the gap will be. Next up we have Dark Weezing, first edition, Gem Mint 10, probably one of the cheapest Team Rocket hollows you can get, probably next to the one we're going to see here. We have a Gyarados from base set, Gem Mint 10, really nice blue background there. Some of these have like a pinkish tint to them. Next up we have Here Comes Team Rocket. This one is probably the easiest to grade in my opinion from Team Rocket to get that Gem Mint 10. However, my opinion may be wrong, so always check the pop reports anytime I say something like that, because I'm not one who studies those things. But I can tell you, a lot of times when I send in Team Rocket first edition hollows that all come from the pack, and I submit all of them, you know, from a single set from where I bought, you know, a complete set. Here Comes Team Rocket is usually the one that I get back in a 10. That one, and you know, sometimes like the Dark Weezing, because the background is dark, but also, I mean, it doesn't have much hollow. I mean, there's really only a little bit there, so most of the damage, if the back looks clean, then you know that front isn't going to detract from it as much. Next up we have a Nidorino Gem Mint 10 first edition from base set. We have a Politoed Mint 9. This one right here would increase significantly if it was a 10, but still a very strong grade with the 9. Have a Poliwrath Gem Mint 10. What else do we have here? Alright, we have a Porygon first edition Gem Mint 10. We have a Raichu from base set. This was actually the last one I needed for my base set hollows. I thought I had the whole set, and then all of a sudden it got kicked out. And I'm like, why did it get kicked out? And I go and look. My base set Raichu was actually a base set too. I don't know how I missed that. And so I had to hit up Gary, King Pokemon, and he sold me one, I think, for like $400, which was at the time, I mean, it was right around market value, but it was hard to find one. And the prices were on the rise. Shortly afterwards, you know, they got close to $1,000. I'm not sure what they're at now. I think they've probably come down. Next up we have an Umbreon first edition. This one is a near mint 7, but it's beautiful artwork. Umbreon, very, very popular. This is the first time that it made an appearance in the Pokemon trading card game, anyways, on the English side. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, now these next things, man, they're huge. I'm not even sure I can show them. So you get to see half of it. Let me tilt it up, at least you can see the good half. Alright, so these are CGC graded magazines. I want to kind of like push it back a little bit, but I also don't want to, my arms are only so long. You can see right here, this one is Top Deck Volume 1, Issue 1. And if my voice is a little louder, it's because my face is like right on top of the camera. I'm stretching this out with my arms fully extended, trying to show it on camera. To give you an idea of the size, like that's a booster pack, you know. So those of you who are familiar with these magazines, you know they do have some size to them. But look at that nice artwork. Pull out that contrast. Quite a bit on the Lapras and the Raichu. That's like the Japanese Game Boy Meowth. I'm not sure on the Lapras. I don't think that might be the one from Fossil. And then that is definitely the base Raichu, right? Let's look at it again. No, it's not the base set Raichu. It's from somewhere. Maybe it's from the game. I don't think that's not the Fossil one. Oh well, I didn't realize I wasn't showing them side by side. Almost looks like maybe a Lieutenant Surge's right here. Someone put down there in the comments what artwork that one is from. That Zapdos, that's the base set Zapdos for sure. That's the Fossil Aerodactyl, Sandshrew. I think that's the base, but I'm not sure on that one. But anyways, all right. So we've got several of these. These are graded. I don't know if they actually include like the stuff that come inside of them. It just says at the top. I'm not sure how this works. It just says polybag removed. And I would think if there's a Mercadian Mosques, that's Magic the Gathering, if there was one of those booster packs in here, we would see, well, there does look like to be an indent right there, doesn't it? That ring light kind of makes it hard to see, doesn't it? But I would just assume no, because that would be pretty thick. But anyways, I didn't realize you can grade these things, and they're pretty big. The guy who sent them in said, hey, would you take this in on consignment? And I didn't really want to, but because I'd never seen these before, I thought, you know, this would make for a cool consignment. Next up we have Volume 2, issue number 10. So this is when they're starting to go over the introduction of Generation 2. You can see 100 new Pokemon. So that will include numbers 152 through 251. So you're going to go all the way through Ho-Oh and Lugia there. Or maybe just 250. Yeah, I guess it should be 250. Next up we have Top Deck Volume 2, Issue 2. Again, this one says polybag removed. I'm not sure what all that means, but it feels a little heavier. I'm not sure if there's a booster pack in here or not. Like I said, I wouldn't think so, but man, it's so thick, it's really hard to tell. So here you got pretty much like the introduction of Pokemon card leagues. This one would have come with a Fossil booster pack and an oversized, I'm pretty sure that was a Pikachu, because I had several of these magazines myself, but you had a bag around the outside and that stuff was just floating around, so I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have just stuck it in there. And then next up we have a 6.5 on the Team Rocket Top Deck. This is Volume 2, Issue 2. This one actually says, I'm trying to get it close, Pokemon Trading Card Insert. So I'm wondering if the Dark Charmeleon is still inside, because it actually says Pokemon Card Trading Insert. Alright, next up, we've got one more, and then this one is Top Deck Volume 2, Issue number 8. Looks like we're getting into Gym Heroes, Pokemon Movie 2000. Oh yeah, and Miss Halle Berry is on the back side. See if it has anything at the top. This one does say it's got a Halle Berry photo flip cover, so I would assume that's what that means. You just flip it, and then you flip it again, and then there's Halle Berry. Alright, so let's get into the part that I said we were going to open up for the end of this video. We just got in the next wave of EEVEE Hero tins. And if you notice, there's something a little different. These promos are actually new. They're not the same promos that were, I think it was in the first round, and I believe they only have 4 packs. I can't remember, but I think these actually have 5 packs. But these artworks are a little bit different. So I don't even remember if I got in EEVEE Hero 10s already. But I do know that the ones that are pictured are not the promos that you're seeing here. So this is some kind of alternate version. If I didn't already get into Wave 1, then this is the original wave that was supposed to come out on March 25th. So it's late. Like on the outside of the cases. Here, I'll go. They're behind me. I'll just grab one. Try to talk to you off in the distance while I'm running over here. Hopefully I don't knock over a bunch of crap doing this either. This is what a case looks like. The V Heroes 10, and you can see it's not for sale until February 25th. And this says it's the 5 booster version, spring 2022. So a lot of times when I buy this stuff, I have to get it in allocations or in waves, and usually with 10s, I bust them open, pull out the promos, sell that, and take the packs and do something with them. I used to, when it was profitable for about 1.5 years there, to just sell the stuff sealed, I would go that direction. However, now, it's just kind of back to where you can't really do that. I believe there was people on eBay selling the trio for like 60 bucks shipped. I'm like, how are you supposed to make money there? Like, these things retail for $25 a piece. And so at the retail store, yeah, it could make sense to throw a sale on for $20, but it could cost me $15, $20 just to ship these things. So I think I'm gonna just keep them sealed for now. That Espeon beam. These are nice little promos. That's Sword and Shield number 201. Then there's a code for somebody. Yeah, you do get 5 booster packs. So it looks like we have a Brilliant Stars, 2 Brilliant Stars, Fusion Strike, wow, 2 Evolving Skies, and a Chilling Reign. So we got 6 booster packs. Is that right? So I'll open up the next 2 just to see if that is indeed correct. Because, man, if that's the case, come on now. These are like accidental 6-pack versions. That'd be nice. It's probably just a one-off. There's the Umbreon, Sword Shield number 203. I believe the other one's like facing a different direction. There's a code card for somebody. Nope, only 5 packs. So it looks like maybe that extra Evolving Skies was probably just like a one-off. We'll open up one more and just see if it's maybe a more common issue. And then we'll open up some of these booster packs. See if we can't pull us something nice. Oh yeah, got this piece. So there's the Sylveon. I'd probably grade a ton of these things if grading was still around 10 bucks. I don't know if it's worth it with CGC or not. 5 packs. Alright, so I'd safely say that it's supposed to be 5 packs in these. We just got lucky on that first one. So I think I'm going to open up some of the Brilliant Stars packs. Still haven't got a Charizard V-Star. So we'll open up these for the video. So we'll open up 6 of these. Wow, the crimp almost missed that pack. Boom, there's a code. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's see what we get. Starmie, Dedenne, Marnish Pride, and Wormadam. So nothing really. Now, if you're wondering if this is a good buy or not, I think it's actually a decent deal for something like this. Especially if you can get on eBay where it's $20 versus going to Walmart where you might pay 25, 30 bucks. Because, I mean, 5 packs, retail, I mean, normally you're looking at about $4 a piece. But you also get your little promo. So it's not too bad of a deal. I mean, it's definitely not the best product out there, but it's not the worst either. The other item that I got in with these was like the Boltund V. Like, unless that's a playable card or you really like Boltund, I wouldn't buy that. Like, I bought it because, you know, I'm just loyal to my distributor, Heatran and Lightford. But I still only bought 10 cases, which is only 60 of a product. That's actually, you know, a really low amount. There are some items that I've been declining because they're still trying to charge like the hype prices, and I'm like, you know, this worked for a while when people bought everything, but it's not going to be able to work indefinitely. Sneasel, ooh, look at that EEVEE. That looks really nice. And then a Lapras. So far, nothing much from the pack itself, or from these packs anyways, but that EEVEE matches up with the EEVEE Heroes promos. A little code. Anybody here going to the Charlotte Collecticon? Finally bought my tickets. That was a weird situation where I got offered all kinds of stuff to go there, and now they don't even respond to me. So we got a Jolteon, an EEVEE, an Umbreon, an Espeon, Sylveon. Can we hit a Glaceon? That'd be sweet. So I just went and bought 2 tickets, and I think I'm gonna just show up as a participant for on Saturday. But there's already going to be so many people there. I'm hoping to just kind of get lost in the crowd. I'm going to go find Unlisted Leaf. I told him he could come by here if he wanted. We'll see if that happens or not. I'm sure he's a busy, wanted man. Alright, last pack. We haven't got a single holo. I mean, we got those 2 reverse holo, you know, kind of like added pulls, which I think that's a nice little bonus, but no actual Good cards. Oh, well, we're going to get the V-Star energy. Maybe we'll get one of those back. Sneasel and oh, look! Oh, what a way to end. We got us an Arceus V full art. Now I don't think this is the one that everybody really wants, but still nice. Very cool little pull. All right, we're going to end right there. I do appreciate you guys for watching the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's always nice to see those counts go up, but you know what? If you don't, I'm just glad that you were here to check out the video. We're going to open up some more stuff very soon. Thanks.